Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Val, and I'm excited to be here with you today on this wonderful Wednesday. Again, I am Dr. Val. I am a clinical psychologist. My area of study is in stress related illnesses. What's going on with my computer? Give me a second, please. Stress related illnesses. Let's see here. Okay, yes, stress related illnesses and chronic disease. We know from study that 95 to 98% of illnesses are caused by stress, and the other 2 to 5% are caused by your DNA, food, and your environment. The reason that I do these 5 to 7 minute lives every day, Monday through Friday, is to offer you tips, strategies, and information that will help promote well-being and hopefully help you avoid diagnosis. I am the owner of Tranquility Hot Tubs and Med Spa. You can visit that website at www.tranquilhottubs.com. Click on services to see all the fabulous services we offer. Also, any woman who lives in Cincinnati, Ohio, I am having a Women's Health Symposium January 7th, 2023. I invite you to get your ticket. Visit that same website, www.tranquilhottubs.com, and click on upcoming events and bring a friend. This week, we are talking about perception. On Monday, we talked about what is perception. On Tuesday, we talked about what is the impact of perception. Today, Wednesday, we are talking about how is perception impacted by trauma and soul wounds. Thursday, we will talk about distortion. What is it? How does it happen? And then Friday, can you help someone that has a distorted perception? So today, Wednesday, how is perception impacted by trauma or soul wounds? So the first thing is the person is going to have a distorted perception. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about what is distortion and how it happens. As well, anything that is similar to the event that caused the trauma, and this is things that are unhealed. So if they have soul wounds and traumas that are unhealed, anything that is similar to the event that happened will cause the person to have a negative emotional response toward you or toward other people. They will not be willing to hear the truth of the matter, even though the current situation that they're experiencing has nothing to do with the previous situation that they experienced that caused the trauma. So when a person has unhealed traumas and soul wounds, they are not willing to hear the truth because their perception is distorted. They will most likely live in fear and anxiety, waiting for the next negative to experience. And if you're watching this on Reels, make sure you go back to the other platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and watch the full video. And I forgot to say hello to everybody watching. Watch the full video on those platforms. So a person that has a distorted perception will live in fear and anxiousness, waiting for the next negative event to happen. This is where you find that also people become pessimistic. They're not optimistic about anything, especially anything that's related to any situation they've been through. So let me give you an example. Have you ever worked with someone and your coworker is one of the most negative persons you've ever met? Everything that happens, everything that the boss says, every mandate that comes down, they are negative. This is not going to work. I don't know why they're doing this. I worked somewhere else and we did this before and it never turned out good. And this is or this is a good one that I hear some women say that they don't have women friends. And they'll say, that's why I don't mess with women, because women too messy and women this and women that, right? Anything that's similar to that situation, they're pessimistic. They're not trying to be optimistic about it. Also, if a person is not healed of their soul wounds or a traumatic event, the perception that they have, because of the perception they have, they will tend to make the wrong decisions or decisions that are not beneficial for them. Again, if you're watching this on Reels, go back and watch the full video on all of my platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. All right. So they will tend to make the wrong decision, or the decision that's not beneficial for them. And this is where you're not going to be able to understand it. No, you're not going to understand it, because I can hear most of you say, I just don't understand why they keep. And you're not going to be able to understand it, because right now they have a distorted perception and they are not healed of soul wounds. So if you didn't see my video on soul wounds, go back and watch that from last week. It's 5 videos. Watch it and learn a little bit about it so you can be helpful for your friend, but also have understanding. The other thing you're going to notice if someone has a distorted perception is everyone is viewed the same. So for example, if a relationship ends, it be a male or female, the person that has the soul wound or they're not healed, every person they come in contact with is going to be compared to that person, and in their mind the same as that person. I'm never getting in another relationship. Men are dogs, women are not faithful, or whatever you will hear them say. Sometimes as well, some people won't be able to distinguish reality from fantasy if they have unhealed soul wounds and their perception is off. And finally, and this is not an all-inclusive list, because I'm sure you can think of your own from experiences you've had if someone has dealt with this. But finally, they will swear to memories that did not happen or happen the way that they remember. They will put money on it. They will even argue you down. Yes, it did happen. And all of this comes from distorted perception, because they have been impacted by trauma and soul wounds that are not healed. So tomorrow on Thursday, we're going to talk about distortion. What is it and how does it happen? So I want you to join me tomorrow. Don't miss it. I want you to have a great day. Check me out on all of the platforms and watch other videos as well. And have an awesome rest of your day. Bye. I already said that, but I said